Changing the brakes on my 2012 Toyota Tundra limited edition. They all basically the same, but this side is done. I'm gonna work on the other side. I got a short video to show you. It's real simple. Got the car jacked up. This is where I place my jack stands at right here. Put them right underneath that plate right there. My tires are too big to put it on the frame right here, so I had to use the blocks right there and get it up, and then I put them on the stand. I really don't like doing it there, but what else I'm gonna do? Just hope in the future I don't bend nothing. So far so good. I did the front already about 7 months ago, and I got to do the rear. And here's what life is left on right here. This is what's left. I did pretty good. 6 years. No, 7 years. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 6 years. 6 years, and then I'm down to there. I had a little bit more left in them too, but getting them done. Just pull this screw out right here. All you gotta do is unloosen this bottom one right here. Right? Bottom screw. Top one you can just probably leave it in. I'm gonna try to leave it in. You just flick this up. Flick this up and tie it off. Find a way to tie it off. Matter of fact, just go ahead and pull this screw out so you can get a better look at it instead of just. I was just gonna flip this up and then hold that there, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take this back. I'm gonna take this off right here. Take this whole thing off. Just gonna take it off. This is from my head to the front of the vehicle. So this is the back of the vehicle right here. Back. And it's the front, so the camera's facing this way. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna pull this up. Just gonna take this bolt out. And bam. And then I'm gonna sit this over here somewhere. Got the pad all cleaned up. Sprayed this down right here, right? Now, I'm just going to take the pad and put it back in it where it's supposed to go at. Hope everything slide in. Then I got to squeeze these pistons right here. Squeeze them pistons back in so the new pads will fit in perfect. So that's what I'm about. Make sure you take your cap off before you push them pistons back in, and then your fluid's going to come up to probably, it might overflow or just going to be right at the edge. All you got to do is get you one of these right here. I don't know, I got mine from my dentist or my doctor, I think. You just stick it down there and get the fluid back down to the max level. Just take some out. And then pump your brakes. Ready to do. So here I'm at. I'm only starting on the inside, then I work my way out. And also this little piece right here, you got to take it off. It came off of this pad right here, from right here. Okay, so you got to make sure you just watch how you take it off, and you'll be fine. You got your pads out. You take your new pad, put you some disc brake quiet right here, right on the inner pad right there. Place it right here on the pad. Right, pad is in there. The pad is in, and the only thing right here, right here, right in there. Just make sure you sit it in there right, because you don't want to bend this little piece of aluminum right here. You don't want to bend it. Okay, so just make sure you sit it in there right. It's the best picture I can give you right there. See it? Just make sure you sit it in there right. Same thing for the bottom. Make sure it sits in there right, okay? I got that on there. Just wipe off any of the excess brake quiet right there. Okay, that's in. I'm gonna work my way on this one here. There's nothing wrong with taking your time, too. I got both pads in there. I got the brake quiet on the back of the shimmies right there. Just make sure, you know, if that don't stick, don't worry about that, okay? And then you good. And then you're going to put the caliper back on, squeeze back in the piston, throw your caliper on, and that's done. That's how it look right there. Real simple. I saved myself $800. The dealer wanted to charge me $800 to do this. I feel I shouldn't have to pay that kind of money. Okay, you see that? Boom. Always inspect your what-you-calls too. Make sure no tears or nothing in there. You good. Alright, squeeze the piston back and that's it. Just be careful with these rubber pieces right here, okay? Wipe a little bit of that off. Just be careful that these rubber pieces right here. You don't want to damage, so I will put that in on first. Same way at the bottom. You're gonna take your screw. Get you some here's your screw right here, the top screw. Put you some anti-seize lubricant on there, right on the bolt. And screws tighten up. See there, piston's gonna tighten back up. It's gonna tighten that up when the pistons tighten up. Don't over tighten. I don't have a torque wrench, so I just kind of use my breaker bar right here and put a little pressure on, and that's it. Need to get me a torque wrench though. But that's how it's done. Alright, got the other side done. Gonna go ahead and test them out. They should be good. Everything looks good. Everything's sitting in there right. Most important thing is just to make sure that that thing is sitting in there right with that clamp right there. Because if you don't, you're gonna bend it. You're gonna bend that. You don't want to bend that. Okay, these things right here where the pad sits in there. That part there. Take my glove off. This little part right here and that little part right there. Make sure that they're sitting in there. See that? See how it's sitting up in there? Same thing at the bottom. Sitting in there too. Okay? Both sides. Everything looks good to me. But y'all already checked anyway, so let's go ahead and throw these tires back on. And there you go. Change the brakes on my 2012 Toyota Tundra. And there you go. That's what it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got any questions? Feel free to give me a holler. Remember I told y'all, you at your own risk when it comes to your vehicle.